So finally, Badou Jack can make the walk to the ring, and he's walking with Iron Mike Tyson, and he's hoping tonight could be the night when he becomes a three-weight world champion. Experience needed tonight. It's a fascinating fight we've got in prospect here.
Yes, and his opponent Badou Jack, you know, known to British fans with the fights with George.
And most of all, protect yourselves at all times. Such gloves.
La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Thomas Hearns and others.
Southpaw, Makambu, who can really punch as well. Obviously win a world title, a three-weight world champion, that would be...
In the mainly black trunks trimmed with gold with Jude for Badou Jack. You just wonder where thread is there on the tyres, how much is there left? A 30
champion or 25-year-old. He's in against the 35-year-old himself, remember. He's in against the 35-year-old himself, remember, Makambu, so he's no...
That just made Makambu take a backward step or two.
Left hand, and it's a fairly slow shot downstairs, so Badou Jack has got... See, again, goes to the body with the... Got to switch on here and look for that right-hand counter, especially the uppercut.
Tony Bellew down in the first round, but couldn't live with him in the end. Badou...
And then him coming back with the fast counters, but he's using his dangerous puncher, we know. But early on, he's got away with...
Greats who are ringside here tonight. It really has fallen slightly short there from Makambu. He's with the naturally bigger man, the champion Makambu.
Makambu is, I would say, probably the more as it last year, and Badou Jack had the two-fight age and the miles on the clock, similar number of contests and
Was it up with a decent right hand as well. He's probably got the slightly better rhythm of the...
Who again is still, for me, he's still on the scouting target than Makambu's.
Whose punches being landed by Badou Jack. There's a bit more variety. Decent body shot from Jack. These days, Badou Jack, he was once fighting out of Sweden.
To come forward, but to come forward, who's making the odd mistake.
But would indicate he's slightly confused by some of the things he's seeing from Badou Jack.
Probably expects Badou Jack to throw more shots. Stakes the challenger.
Makambu
in there, Fletch from Makambu, the champion. Probably nicked the round. A decent fighter himself, Jonathan Banks.
Badou Jack was a pound heavier at the weigh-in, despite Makambu, if we get that far. Word just signs towards the end of the second.
Jonathan Banks wants him to move to his left. That means he's going away to his left, but that's what the corner wants. So they want him to jab, move to the left.
Makambu warming up, but he's caught by a nice sharp shot there from Badou Jack.
With a good left hand, and it seemed to have Jack into
decent power. Makambu, 25 stoppage wins defeats on the record of Badou Jack.
Makambu's just up the tempo a little bit, and so he's just outworking Badou Jack. Now it's actually Makambu that's just up the tempo. Now this, yeah, well, I spoke about when you move to the left, you've got to watch out for that right hook. This again, a good round for Makambu up to now.
The final 30 seconds here of the third one too. So there's the bell to end the round.
Mike Tyson.
Okay, so there is Iron Mike Tyson.
Isn't he? It's great to see him here.
Fantastic.
Favorite ever fighter. A lot of people say Iron Mike Tyson.
Garnering the attention that Mike Tyson has here. On Badou Jack, the longer the fight goes on, he won the title when it was vacating in mind that he is based in the Middle East these days.
I think Badou Jack started this contest quite well, but yes, using the jab and going to the left most certainly, but he's got to do a little bit more.
I think Makambu has been proven wrong that Jack.
Badou Jack boxing counter. Makambu just holding his feet probably a little bit too...
Very awkward and off balance when he comes in. Into the final minute of the fifth, but it got where it needed to go.
Badou Jack to come back with the fast counters with the rights on the arms and the elbows, and then just come back with that single.
Pretty even round this one, Richie, would you say?
I think it is a very...
Ring at least. Boo, and the challenger, Badou Jack. 15 years, a year less than Badou. Badou needs a decent round to drag himself back into this.
I think your spot worked together, so he started this round certainly better, but he needed it.
He's okay with the single shots, maybe the odd short.
He can't control from Badou Jack. Badou Jack is hitting, but that's the tactics. It's hit and move, moving and actually landing some shots. So I think the movement from Jack. At this stage, he's prepared just to be outworked by Makambu because he's
a lot more work in this round from the.
Makambu has had a much better. And like a true champion, he needed a good round, and I think he's had it here.
Great to pay by Badou Jack, but he's quickly back on the front foot again. So into the second half of the fight, all round of the fight so far when he was able.
Nice, that was nice boxing.
Badou Jack, he's better on the eye. Younger man, the champion Makambu, whether that becomes a factor on the cards.
I think it's close though.
Just to make the point as well, the corners do know the scores. We've got to give the necessary instructions out. Badou Jack, he just rocked his head back a little bit, the kind of punch that...
A bit Fletch here. Remember, he put a lot of work into that last. He's coming forward and he's looking to land bigger shots here, Badou Jack. So risky business there from Badou. Outwork him again. But before that, Badou Jack
definitely plough forward. Ilunga Makambu. Good sweeping right hand.
I mean, he's strong, the champion, but he's square on again to toe. But the champion again a bit unsteady on his legs. So is he feeling the
Jack up on his toes at the end of the round? That's a decent round. It's his promotion. He's the man in charge of it all, isn't he? Jake Tommy Fury. That's the main event tonight. Catch weight, 185 pounds between the challenger Badou Jack and the champion Ilunga Makambu.
So these rounds are crucial. Staying on the outside and the champion coming forward, but that
after punches, all fight seem to have come from Badou Jack.
I think Makambu would prefer that type of distance. The right hand, got to get the time in. The switches to safe.
He's beaten George Groves and Nathan Cleverly, drew with James DeGale. And that was against Jean Pascal. There was a bit of controversy about that. Decent right hand set this attack up for Makambu. Just made Badou
catches in with a fast counter. Again, he's a little bit slow doing that, getting those punches back.
Both of them standing in centre ring and giving as good as they get. And still both of them throwing plenty of punches in there. Final 10 seconds. Good round, Richie.
Yeah, good.
Scoring it, judges from Mexico, the United States and Belgium, because by one judge compared to another, 1 or 2 rounds.
A couple of rounds have been very close indeed. It's what the judge and or just that constant front foot pressure from. That was nice.
May well come down to who can finish this fight the strongest. Richie continues to be high.
I think in the 12-round contest, you regroup and then you step on the gas again. The movement, I think he struggled.
Through the champion, bit of blood around the nose. Well, Badou Jack going backwards, maybe starting to feel the pace.
Lands that good right hand, but up to now, I think it's the champion.
Was up on his toes and boxing at distance.
As Makambu.
Badou Jack having to fight, continues to throw good shots though, having success towards the end of the round. Makambu though responds with a really good left of his own, and then the bell rings. Mark Bess, you wonder how much of a dent that's going to put on him.
What a tremendous start to the round, Fletch, for Badou Jack. Produces another good right hand. Can he find another one? What can Makambu do? How's he going to respond?
Less than a minute to go in the 11th. He's showing tremendous. Makambu looking to... From Badou Jack, how much is left for Makambu? Mark Lyson steps in. Badou Jack is a world champion. Once again, a 3-weight world champion, joining some of the greats in the sport. And Badou Jack is lifted high by his cornermen. Badou Jack is the winner. He's the...
For fight of the year in 2023.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, but first of all, I want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for blessing me for this victory and for both of me and my opponent come out safe.
Talk to me about the game plan that you and Jonathan Banks put together. It looked like a masterful performance. You were able to do everything you wanted to do in there, and a 12th round knockout. You can't ask for more.
Yeah, I was standing there too much. He told me to box and move.